Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to the 100 cake challenge. So I'm going to be finding 100 different cakes in video games, and let me just explain it for a bit. So first off, what is a cake? Okay, so one, it's anything with cake in the name, that's the most important part. And two, anything that looks like a cake. Okay, so like a pancake does not count unless it is named a pancake because we're looking for the cake part. So it has to look like a cake or have cake in the name. Both count. So restrictions: one, it has to be a unique model, and two, the same cake can be counted multiple times if the name or model changes. So like here we have three identical cakes. That's all. That's just one cake, okay? Like don't kid yourself. Now, this cake and then half of that same cake, that's two cakes because it's two unique cakes, right? Okay. So yeah, let's begin. Okay, so first off is Smash, and this one should be easy. There's a food item that has cake, so we just have to get the cake item. And well, there it is, first try.
Super Mario Odyssey!
Okay, so this one is also really easy. We just have to redo the Bowser fight encounter, and we should just be able to see the wedding cake. Okay, so this one is a bit more of a challenge as we have to find three different items. Right here we find the milk. Right here we are finding the sugar cubes. And lastly, we just need the bag of Pharaoh. And then we just have to train our intelligence and we can make it no problem. And boom, that's the cake. So this one is really easy because we just have to open up the game and we can find it right at the start. All we have to do is talk to Mario. Yep, there's the cake. And there it goes. Okay, so I'm not even gonna waste your time with this one. It's like the name of the level is Layer Cake Desert, so like that's it.
Super Mario 3D World!
Okay, so this one is also easy. This whole level counts as one cake. Okay, so this one is kind of fun actually. So the first step is that we actually have to get a specific dream friend, the Woke from Kirby Squeak Squad, and then we have to make our way over to the ability house to grab the cook ability, and then we need to cook the Woke alive. And the Woke, when cooked, he actually produces the cake from Kirby Squeak Squad, and to my knowledge, that's like the main cake in the game. So yeah. So this one is really fast and simple. You just go and buy a cake. So this one is pretty simple. We just make a bunch of items with cake in the name. So there's like the grain cake and the bean cake and all the other cakes. I'm not mentioning my name, and that's it. Okay, so what we do here is we just have to cook a bunch of different cakes with the monster cake, the nut cake, the fruit cake, the carrot cake, and the pumpkin. Wait, that's not. Yeah, what we need in this game is the cheesecake. Okay, this was not fun. Okay, so first off, you get these letters from your mom on your birthday that have a special happy birthday cake, and there's 5 of them in total. So we need to have at least 5 different birthdays, but that's not as bad as it gets. Because every birthday, you get invited to a special happy birthday party. And this takes at least like about 3 minutes when you have to blow out the cake, hit a pinata, and then you get a bunch of birthday cupcakes. But that's not as bad as it gets because you have to go find every villager and hand them a birthday cupcake. And in return, they give you a birthday present. Now, one of the presents you can get is a birthday cake item, which is different from the one your mom sends you. And this one is really hard to get. It took me like 30 presents just to get my first one. So before the time lapse begins, I just want to show that there's also like a pound cake you could make, and I did those more, but I'm not getting those. And with that, it's finally done. For this game, it's pretty straightforward. We just need to make a bunch of cakes, but that takes cake mix, which you need tokens. But you can just buy the tokens, so it's not much of an issue. So we get the mushroom cake, the choco cake, the heartful cake, and the mousse cake. Behold, the scorch cake, the shock cake, the freeze cake, and don't forget about the cushion cake. Okay, so the first cakes are easy. They're just on this map. You see, there's a bunch of cakes here. So many cakes. Yum. Anyways, to the next cake. Wow, look at the size of that cake. Okay, so in this game, you just have a cake as a item you can eat. So, there it is.
Wow, thanks.
Okay, so another cooking game, you need to get the drowsy cake, the poison cake, the honey pancakes, and the nutty cake. Okay, so in this game we have patisserie Pete's, and there's a whole mini game about baking cakes. Like, look at that cake. This is a cake. This is also a cake. This is a cake, believe it or not. And well, we didn't even get to finish this cake, but it's still cake. Still counts the cake. There's also this really big cake. Oh my god, look at the size of that one.
Luigi Kart 8.
So in Luigi Kart 8, this whole course is a cake, but that cake specifically is a pretty notable cake, so that's one cake. However, in Sweet Kingdom, I could not definitively call anything a cake, so yup, just one cake. Okay, so a lot of cakes in this game are like quest related, but there is still this store that has cakes in the display, so these are the only cakes you're getting in this video. Princess Peach's birthday cake. Okay, so there is also the Bowser cake, but I didn't get it, so I gave up. And I went to the cake minigame instead. But then I went back. And I failed. So I went back in time and did it again. I went back in time and did it again. I went back in time and did it again. Went back in time and did it again. And went back in time to do it again. Went back in time to do it again. Went back in time to do it again. Okay. Please. Yes. Yes. Finally, I'm free. Yes. So, just another game where you have to cook for cake. So, I got a cake, ham cake, pancakes, and after I fished up a snow crab, I turned it into crab cakes. So there's this cake here, but there's also the final boss of cakes. So when I spawned in, I did nothing but run across the crunchy field for miles trying to find a chicken. Eventually, I got too hungry, so I had to make a boat, and then I kept swimming along the coastline for miles trying to find a chicken. So I put the chicken in my boat, and the two of us went on to find a village. So when I found the village, I decided to take a bit of a rest, and then I went on to find the iron golem and killed it for its iron ingots. Then I yearned for the mines, but there were no irons in them, so eventually I had no choice but to find a wandering trader who was selling buckets of pufferfish. Well, I guess it's worth a try. So I boosted the local economy and brought 2 buckets of pufferfish, and at this point I had everything I needed to make the Minecraft cake. Okay, so this one, it was a tricky one, because I don't have any of the cake recipes. I can get crab cakes pretty easily, but the rest of the cakes, I would probably have to make them by scratch. Yet that would require the Queen of Sauce cookbook, which happens to be locked behind collecting 100 golden walnuts, which I honestly don't have the time to do, so instead I just paid that off. After sleeping for a really long time, the bookseller was finally back in town, so I made sure to grab the Queen of Sauce cookbook right away. After learning the recipes, I grabbed the crab cake from the mines, that I made the pancakes, chocolate cake, and pink cake, and now I own all of the cakes in Stardew Valley. So dough tune is really easy. You just pick up the broken cake, fix it up to make the top cake, and then trade it back in for the spin cake. So Undertale might not have a cake, but Undertale Yellow does. All we have to do is make our way past Delve, and inside his refrigerator is the sponge cake. What if you became a cake? Okay, so I need you all to follow me up this definitely not cake-shaped planet. Okay guys, I tricked you. It is a cake-shaped planet. Mario got Frog! Okay, so last but not least, all you have to do is get this desk food, and it'll be a slice of cake. Wahoo! I'm Mario, and thank you so much for watching this video.